it's Ryan and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a headstand with lots of control. So before we get started, a quick tip from personal experience, potentially from me filming this. Don't spend long periods of time practicing headstands. I may or may not have spent half an hour filming this, and my neck may or may not be absolutely dead with no strength left in it. 2. Do not try and do headstands when you've got a cold. I've got a really bad cold at the moment, and for some reason I thought it was a good idea to film a headstand video today. Just don't. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. And now, let's get into it. So to start off, before doing any of these, make sure to warm up your ankles, wrists and neck, especially your neck, and potentially your hips and legs, but that's not as necessary as the rest. I will leave a link in the description to one of my warm-up routines. Next, you need to make sure you've got your head and arms in the right position, so they need to be in this tripod shape with your hands flat on the ground, fingers spread apart, and your head placed down to form a isosceles or equilateral triangle. So to gain control in your headstand, there are 3 main ways to get up into the headstand other than just kicking up. There is tuck-up, straddle-up and pike-up. The problem with just kicking up is that you tend to go over a bit too far as you have less control when you're going up. We are going to start with a straddle-up headstand. So you're going to start with your legs in a standing straddle position and your hands and head in the tripod position. Then you're going to do a little hop, bringing your legs up around the sides into the halfway straddle position. And then finally you're going to pull your legs up together to get into the normal straight headstand position. So a great drill to do to get this is straddle hops, trying to get a little bit higher each time. The first few times you're doing it, you're just trying to get your feet off the ground, and then each time you're going to try and get your feet a little bit higher until eventually you get into the halfway straddle position. And then once you've got that, you're just going to try and pull your legs up together, and there you have your straddle-up headstand. I would say a straddle is probably the easiest of the 3 methods. Next is tuck-up. A lot of people would say that tuck-up is the easiest. I personally have always struggled with it a bit, but some people find it very easy. So to start off, you're going to keep your hands and head in the tripod position, and you're going to get your legs into a pike position with your knees bent. From here, you're going to hop your feet off the ground into the tuck position. And then from there, just straighten out your legs. So yet again, a great exercise for this is tuck hops. So just tuck your legs up a little bit off the ground and then try and get a little bit higher every time until eventually you can get into the tuck position and then straighten out your legs. Third and final is a pike-up headstand. This is considered the hardest type of headstand, but it's actually my favourite. So yet again, you're starting in the tripod position with a straight pike position for your legs and an over toe for your feet. From here, you're going to pull in your feet and transfer the pressure onto your hands and head until you eventually are able to lift your feet off the ground very slowly and keeping it as controlled as possible. You're then going to lift your legs up into the 90-degree angle, and then from here try and straighten out your legs to get up into a straight position. One important thing to note, when you're practicing these, if you're not practicing them against a wall, make sure you have enough space to fall over on both sides. No reason. just thought I'd throw that tip in. It's not like I fell and hurt myself or anything in the process of filming this. For this one, instead of hops, a good drill is leg lifts. So it's just the transfer of pressure. I'm obviously not going to get your legs that high on the first time, just get them a little bit off the ground and then try and get them a little bit higher each time until you can get to that 90-degree position. And I would recommend starting practicing all of these against a wall. The most important thing when it comes to controlling headstands is core strength. This is annoying, but unfortunately it's unavoidable, so I will leave a link in the description to my full body workouts, my core workouts and stuff, so you can try and build up your core strength a bit more. However, the drills I have shown in here will help with your core strength. This is just an extra. And finally, there is one thing that unfortunately is unavoidable and necessary for all acro improvement, and that is practice. Practice and practice and practice until you can't practice anymore. Don't practice for long periods of time, but practice again and again and again until eventually you get it, and yeah. Keep on practicing and practicing and practicing until you are literally blue in the face. No, not literally, figuratively blue in the face. Figuratively blue in the face. P.S. One thing I used to do before I was able to control my way into a nice headstand is the climb up method. So for this, you just start in the tripod position and then you climb your knees onto your forearms, and that way you are pulling yourself up a little bit less fast, so it's kind of easier.